All right, welcome back everybody. Today we're going to give you a room tour of the Allure of the Seas, Deck 10, Room 10215. Now this room is a midship room and it is a Central Park balcony view. So we're going to show you around, give you a little bit of the details, some of our thoughts, but they just cleaned it and they did a great job with that. So let's get started and we'll show you around. As soon as you walk in the door, this is what the room is going to look like to you. On the immediate left, we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way here. You have your thermostat. It is more an older style, just kind of traditional thermostat. Last night, the room got, I wouldn't call it cool, but maybe a little warm, but it, comfortable enough to sleep. You have a master switch here, which shuts off all the lights, as you can see there, including your AC. So I typically would not ever recommend turning that switch off. Then you have other switches. Your bathroom lights are also here as well. We're going to open the bathroom door and you'll see it's a pretty typical bathroom. I'm not dissatisfied at all. I find it plenty of room for us to do what we need to do. We've been out at the pool today, so I apologize for my shirt being wet a little bit there. But as we look around, you'll see they have storage here. It's actually just where we've got everything stored away that we need as far as toiletries goes. You got a couple glasses there that are covered. And then you have a little cabinet here as well. You have your sink, some storage underneath there, trash, toilet paper, all that good stuff. And then the shower itself, we're gonna open up. It doesn't have a light in the shower, so it's not the brightest. I'll try to back up here the best that I can for you. It does, the head here is, there you go, it removes and you can adjust that. The only thing we're not necessarily real pleased about overall is all they have is the hair and body wash in one. So if you want shampoo, I would suggest you bring your own shampoo. When you close it, there's plenty of room in that shower there. We're gonna go ahead and back out of here. And right to your left, you have a full-length, pretty much ceiling to floor mirror right there. And then we have the beds pushed together. You can request to have those separated if you so wish. We have them obviously together there. Makes a king-size bed. And then immediately to your left of the bed is your closet. Now, even though it's a short 3-day cruise, we still prefer to unpack, or at least I do. It just makes me feel a little bit better, more about being on vacation. And so they have a safe here, which is locked right now, but plenty of storage, plenty of shelving there for your goods. It's a little tight to get in there, especially if you want to put things on the other side. It's a little tight to get here, but overall, for no more in the room and for no more than we have to pack for a 3-day cruise, I feel like that is perfectly okay. They have a nightstand right here to the left of the bed. They also have reading lamps on the headboard here. You turn those on individually. There's another one over there on the lamp itself under the bed, so that's not any sort of worry. So as we kind of back out and start to make our way across the room a little more, you'll notice here that they have a couple light switches. One of these will turn out just about everything. There you go. Turns out all the lights in the room. This one turns out the smaller lamps, and I'll show you right here, kind of over the artwork, so to speak, right there. So if you want like those as just a little night light or whatever, that's nice to have there. Backing up, you'll see you pretty much have a full-length couch there, lots of room, comfortable couch, no worries there. You also have your stand with your trash right there, and then we're sorry for the little bit of a mess here. It's just getting all your cruise stuff set up there. You see the TV, it will swivel out. It's not in front of the bed, but it'll, whoops, there you go. That's up against the wall, and then you can kind of swivel it out, turn it to the right a little bit so that you can see it if you watch TV or from the bed or anything like that. Going down, when you open the door here, it opens your cooler. And then of course, your first drawer here has tissue and a hair dryer. So no need to bring your hair dryers. And then the other two are just storage as well there. So it's not short on storage. For a 3 or 4 day cruise, you have more than enough storage for most things that you're going to need. Again, more storage right up here up top. A vanity mirror. Now, some people will complain about the lack of plug-ins, and that is a little bit of a thing here. So that's pretty much it right there that we can find. I know some people said there's another one behind the bed. We haven't tried very hard, but we also haven't located that. I did look briefly. Couldn't find it. Lights here for your vanity mirror. And then also more storage on the door that opens out right there. And then of course you have a little more storage down here below. You do have your, I actually just found this. You actually have your European plug-ins and such right there if you need it. So you do have a few more connections. And then this is a view looking back at the room from where the entrance to the balcony would be. So without further ado, I will take you out on the balcony. Here we go. Get this opened up. Like I said, it is a Central Park view. You have your handle here, flip it up and pull, and it'll open right up. I'm really impressed with the space on the balcony, to be honest with you. It's a little, I guess, a little deeper than I thought it would be. So we're gonna step out here and shut this door behind me. And kind of give you an overlook of Central Park here. Now it is midday, and it is our Nassau day. So even middle of the day, it's still a relaxing kind of place or atmosphere. Now I will say, if you're looking for this to be relaxing all day long in terms of just being quiet, that's not necessarily the case, because the pool deck is deck 15, and so as you can see, maybe chairs with towels flying from them just right there. You hear all the music and kind of the vibes and all that. So yes, it's something if you don't really want to hear that when you're on your balcony, this may not be the best one for you. Now, a couple other things to be aware of here is that if you look, we can see all these other people's balconies, which means they can see ours, and they can see our room, and they can see in your room. So if that is something you're concerned about, you pretty much, if you're taking a shower, whatever, you need to keep your window closed. So one of the downsides to the Central Park balcony is, first of all, if you look behind me, you realize that you can see in everybody else's balcony, or inside their cabin if their windows are open, which means they can see in yours. So you have to be conscious of that. You know, when you're changing clothes or taking showers, getting out of the shower, all that kind of stuff. So just something to be cognizant of. It is a little bit of a privacy issue. I know for us it's a little bit of an adjustment just because we've always done an ocean view balcony, so we would leave our window open at night, or maybe even our door cracked or something like that in the morning, just to kind of hear the ocean, and you can't do that. Another issue with this room, or this section specifically, on this ship, is that it is midship, which is great, you know, if you're looking for a stable room and things like that. However, there are only 2 banks of elevators, which essentially divide this ship into thirds. And since there's only 2 banks and this is midship, you better know where you're going when you leave your room, because you either have to go towards the aft or the stern, the front, or the back of the ship. And when you do that, if you go the wrong way, it's not a short walk per se to get to a set of elevators or a set of stairs. And if you go the wrong way, you're going to track a long way one way to the back of the ship or the front, and then you need to go the other. So I would be very conscious of, you know, learning where you're at on the ship very quickly, because you're not really close to a set of elevators. But outside of that, we've really enjoyed the room at this point. I think if it's good on a 3 or a 4 night cruise, I think any longer than that, we would go back to an ocean view balcony. The time that I enjoy it the most, as far as the Central Park view, is either late at night, right before we go to bed, or First thing this morning, we were up at 7:30, had our coffee. There wasn't a whole lot going on. There were some other people out on their balconies with coffee. And so yeah, it was much more peaceful. You didn't hear the music coming from the Lido deck and all that stuff. So it is much more peaceful and relaxing at that point in time. But midday, you're gonna hear a lot of noise, a lot of action going on. So that being said, appreciate you watching the video. Stay tuned and enjoy the vlogs. Go.